We will start with your self-assessment.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice I'm just going to be kind of jotting things down as you're answering some questions, really just to get us thinking. And this will help me with my reflection for you as well.
Okay.
I do have your self-assessment. I did print this out for us both. And I did see your notes here and that you highlighted some things. Can you go over this, how you think this lesson went? And just to remind you, we are focusing on the CSTPA that we chose together, CSTP4. And this is planning instruction and designing learning experiences for all students. And specifically, you were thinking about 4A, planning instruction for student learning. And you wanted specific data from me around kind of EL's authentic learning, as we talked about, and as you stated, student talking opportunities. So when we're thinking about those two pieces, how do you think the lesson went?
So you kind of set two lessons, right? So like my first group, I did that intentionally based on what happened the day before. So this was the second day of rounding. And so my first group didn't quite get the rounding to the thousands place the way that I wanted them to, but my second group did. So on this second day, my first group kind of redid the same lesson about rounding. My second group went to the next place value. They started rounding to the 10,000s, and so I think that was very intentional. That was a planning based on what they did before, and so I think just like that idea, I met that part of the thing, and then I think like the sticky notes and like having the endpoints, I think that went really well. I think getting them to like come up and like see what the options are for the endpoints went really well. I don't know if I had as much opportunities for them to talk as I wanted to, and that's something I still work on, just like within the math workshop structure that I have, is giving them opportunities to talk, because there is so much to like cover through a lesson, and it's hard to find those opportunities. So I kind of wish when I was having them come up and find the endpoints, maybe I could have had them talk to each other first, like turn and talk to your neighbor about what do you think the two endpoints are going to be, and then I could pick the volunteers to come up and find those endpoints, just to get more talking in there.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you're actually picking up on a lot of things. That lines up with my observations too a little bit. And the feedback I took, we'll talk about those kind of notes later, but we're definitely picking up on the same things. I also have like tallies of the ELL opportunities to student talks and things, and like kind of opportunities that we can get to next time, especially when we're thinking about lesson planning. And we're definitely going to look at the student work samples soon to see what that looks like too, especially for the authentic learning, like you said. So I really just wanted to see how you thought it went. We are really, so now we're gonna kind of watch the video. I've kind of put a couple pieces of the video that again line up with what you said on your self-assessment here. So after that, we'll kind of just debrief, see what comes up. We'll go back to my notes as well during the observation, and we'll see what comes up in the video.